wasn't a big man. He only had a few rocks in his hand. But he knew, yeah, he knew what he could do, yeah. So when Goliath came toward him, he put on that brave, bright grin, and he let that slingshot do what it was made to do. Show him that you're not afraid. Show him that you're not afraid. When worries try to fight you, don't let them get in the way. Show him that you're not afraid. Show him that you're not afraid. No matter what you go through, come on and be brave. Show him that you're not. Show him, show him. We've all got bullies and bowlfuls. They show up and they push and they pull. And we hide and we cry, but we should realize that courage comes when we choose it. When we decide we just won't quit. Yeah, I know you can do it. Get to it. Show them that you're not afraid. Show them that you're not afraid. When worries try to fight you, don't let them get in the way. Show them that you're not afraid. Show them that you're not afraid. No matter what you go through, come on and be brave. Show them that you're not. Oh, show them, show them. Just like David did. I know you can find courage, courage within. Just like David did. I know you can. Show them that you're not afraid. Show them that you're not afraid. When worries try to fight you, don't let them get in the way. Oh, show them that you're not afraid. Show them that you're not afraid. No matter what you go through, come on and be brave. Show them that you're not. Yeah, show them, show them. Just show them, show them. Show them, show them. Just like David. I know you can. Show them, show them.
Kingston, what's up, buddy? Are you ready for a big show?
Hey, how you doing? I didn't get the memo here. The title should be Kins and Witch Clomp tonight. Hey,
Yeah,
how you doing?
I got up to go grab a drink. It's gonna be a big show. We have Dan Gloster on tonight, or what?
That's right, Dan Gloster from the Risk Takers. A lot of messages coming in today, asking, is Dan really going to be on? All the amazing work that he does. We're going to go behind the scenes, Austin, and find out what the Risk Takers do, not only in this community but worldwide. So again, we'll be joined with Dan.
Hey, what's
Just a few
going on?
minutes. There he is.
I had to give the people better entertainment. Okay.
You were supposed to tell me when the show
See you later,
started.
Kingston.
You can't. You
There's
can't
Austin.
trust kids these days. You
I
know,
said it's Kins and Witch Clomp.
right? You can't
Right.
trust kids these days. Kids, when he sends me upstairs to get him a drink and clean his room, and all of a sudden it's past that. I took a nap and I almost missed the show.
Nah, you would never want to miss this show. This show is going to be so hot. We've got, like Austin was saying, Dan Gloster from the Risk Takers waiting behind the scenes. And again, if you've seen Dan's post, you follow them on Facebook. This organization gives back a lot. I'm going to say tenfold to the community, and we're going to find out all the ins and outs and the who, what, where, when, why, and how, because I'm just curious. I want to find out all the amazing stuff about the Risk Takers tonight.
Yeah, there you are, pal. I'm going to ask him, like, what's the origin of the Risk Takers? Because, like, you don't take much risk in your life, kids. And sometimes, like, you play checkers instead of chess. That's
here's my risk tonight. I went for it was either 705 blonde ale or the new Better Days in the fridge. That was the only risk I was taking.
What
They're both amazing, so I'm drinking one of the Better Days tonight.
It always gets wild at your house on the weekend, eh?
Well, living vicariously through a 6-year-old and a 4-year-old, my life is it's not that extravagant, but again, my boys take up a lot of my time. So
everyone,
I would not change a thing for that.
I just got a message that when Austin was on, they sent me. They go, for some reason, you look handsome tonight. What?
They're like, wait, Klomp's got hair and glasses.
Yeah, and glasses. All right, so yeah, big show, pal. All right, you ready to bring Dan on?
Let's bring Dan Gloster, the man behind the scenes of the Risk Takers. We'll find out all the scoop.
There he is, right there.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can see you.
I have to tell you something, Dan. So, like, we post these promotional flyers before the show, and it took me about 3 hours to find one of you without your middle finger up.
Yeah, because my Friday pictures, I was laughing. I said it must have been hard for him to find that picture.
I dug deep. I think I found one where it went back when Dan had hair. He's like me, eh? So it's like
you got the same barber here in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there
you're not allowed to swear on your show or what?
You can do whatever you want there, Dan. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, because I do a fucking Friday thing on my Facebook where I flip the bird and get everybody to do it back to me.
I love that. I love that feature. I love seeing. You know what? It puts a smile on my when I see those posts. You see people giving you the good old the middle finger salute and everybody on a right foot headed into a weekend. Love it.
For sure. It's a good time. So I think I had 61 people this week do it. It's just,
cool.
I think it's, even when I go into stores now, people won't do it on their Facebook. They'll see me in person and do it. So.
Personal one. I usually get that, but it's when I cut someone off at Tim Hortons. I usually get 5 or 6 Friday fingers.
It's that Klomp kid again, cutting me off in the drive-thru.
Yeah, that's right. So so maybe I know most people know, but for some of us that don't, like, what exactly is the Risk Takers? Because it's just not a local organization, correct?
No, it was started about 5 years ago in the London area.
Okay.
And I just jumped on board about 1.5 years ago. And when we decided to do our first spaghetti dinner, I had asked if I can fly the banner, and he said, sure. And I've just been going full force ever since.
Yeah. So obviously, you folks in our community do a ton of work to help people in need. And you already know this, there is so many people in need. So is that really if you had to put it simple, is that the basic theme of the Risk Takers, to go out and help people that are in need, whether it's food, clothing, someone to talk to? Is that basically explaining what the Risk Takers do? Yeah,
we're a recovery mental health group.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we have our main page where there's people from all over the place on it. So it's a great thing, I find, anyways, because on your normal Facebook, if you're having a bad day and you post, not too many people are going to even pay attention to that post, right? You maybe get 2 likes or something on it. But yeah, on the group page, you put that out there and there's like 10 people checking in on you. And yeah, some of us have insomnia, so they're up all hours of the night. So there's always someone there for you. It's nice to have.
Yeah, and seeing your posts online, you're out handing out food, turkey dinners, picking up groceries for the less fortunate. You just had a big shindig. You were on the news over at the Living Space. So, your work is not only have you grabbed the reins, but you're now starting to resonate the good vibes through the city of Timmins, and a lot of people are picking up on it. It's great to see.
Yeah, we're trying to get most of more of the organizations to work together.
Mm-hmm.
I just find everybody's trying to do their own little thing, and they're missing out by helping so many, or even themselves.
We think it's amazing, what you and the whole team does in the community. Obviously, it's a team effort. What motivated you to get involved with the Risk Takers?
It was actually someone sent me a friend request to check out the group, and it took me a while because of another group that was going on here in town that was just mostly hate and negativity, and it kind of took me about 6 tries, buddy, asking me to check the group out, and then I finally did. And I found there was a lot of people with the same backgrounds that I had, addiction and being in and out of jail and stuff like that. So people that had cleaned up their lives and were giving back. So it really got me interested.
It must mean a lot, when you're talking with someone or helping someone who's in a predicament, you've lived through it. So you're probably able to resonate with them a lot closer because you completely understand the struggles that they're going through. So if you're talking to an individual in need, do you bring up stuff that happened in your past and how you started to overcome some of those things?
Oh, yeah, for sure. My life's an open book. I don't keep anything secret. A lot of people know that I did have a bad drug problem before, and I ended up doing 7.5 years in prison. So yeah, took me a while to smarten up, but finally did. And I'm just trying to show people the real me, not the drug addict version they had seen in the past. So.
And they always say, well, you need to hit that rock bottom. Did you know when you hit your rock bottom place, was that your, sort of, okay, I got to take a different path here? Because it's easy to say, take a different path and get cleaned up. That's an easy saying. But the reality is it's not an easy thing to do.
No, it's not, especially when you've been on the streets your whole life and you kind of only know one way to make money, So it's hard to reprogram your whole life and everything around it, like friends, everything. You have to change it all, right? So
yeah, you're absolutely right. You really have to start from scratch again. I'm sure you get asked this all the time, and it's the $1 million question, but we have a drug addiction, we have a homeless problem in our city. I'm not a problem, but we need to help these people somehow.
Yeah, for sure.
We get asked this all the time. I'm sure you get asked it more. What are we missing here? What are we missing to help these individuals find a success story like you found a success story? Is it? I mean, it's not all about finances, but it must be about support systems.
I kind of did it all on my own. I was locked up I got my last sentence was 3 years. So yeah, so a 3-year prison sentence and a 6-month drug program while I was there.
Is that enough? You hear people say rehabilitation, and if we had a really rehabilitation center right in the middle of Timmins, would that make the difference?
Probably would help. Yeah, Monteith doesn't really offer anything really. Last time I was there, they didn't. It was just a revolving door. You get picked up for something, you do your 30, 60-day, whatever they give you, and then you're right back doing the same stuff. There's no programs while you're there.
They don't follow up and keep track or tabs of you when you're, out from your sentence. They just say, here, have a nice day. Hopefully we don't see you again. But then
it's just be better. I think
people repeat. And
if they offered more while you were there, more programs, the programs do help. You just need a long enough time away from it as well. Right. So I guess I kind of got saved with my prison sentence. So, yeah.
What were some of the things you did to get clean? So you mentioned you sort of had to strip down your friends list. You had to get away from the people that were, involved in some of the same activities, and you went to counseling. Was there anything else? A lot of people say they work out. Just for an example, did you find that you went into some other activities or anything else to keep your mind occupied? What were some of the things you did to find success?
Yeah, I did do exercising. I was mostly working out all the time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta find something to keep yourself busy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now that I've got the addiction part down, well, now I found this to keep me busy. That I sure am.
No, that's right.
And I'm sure a lot of people, you know, where they're at that, they say the fork in the road. You know, do I continue down this path, or do I maybe steer and, you know, try to get myself clean? That, you know, they must be coming up to you and saying, you know what, Dan, if you can do this, so can I. Or have you turned into
That's what I'm
you know,
trying to
some sort of
show
a
them.
mentor in the city?
That's what I'm trying to show them. Like, if someone as bad as I was can do this, that, you know, there is hope for you guys. Like, they just have to put in a little bit more effort, I think.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them, it's hard. They don't really have much, but some people just use their addiction as a crutch, even, you know. Any little thing goes wrong, it's a reason to use. Like, it's a lot of reprogramming your brain. It's not an easy task.
No, of course. Yeah, it's not, especially when you have so many, you know, hills to climb. You know, if you don't have a job and you don't have a steady income, and, you know, if you find like there's quicker ways to make money, and so, you know, it leads to crime. You know, sometimes it's the easiest solution. Doing the right thing's not always the easiest thing, but it's, once again, that's just a saying. That's just a cliche. Like, you actually, you know, putting in the work, it comes with like mountains. And I'm sure, you know, they mentioned, like, once you're addicted to a substance, you fight that every day. You get better, but at the end of the day, you're still an addict, and you sort of learn to get better as you go. Did you have a good, you mentioned you did it on your own. That's incredible, because a lot of people, you know, depend on a strong support system. Like Mark and I depend on a strong support system in our own personal lives. And you went through this journey almost by yourself. That's incredible. I'm sure there were some days you're thinking, "Oh man, this is like, I don't think."
Yeah, like I was locked up and far away from all my family, so I couldn't get any visits or anything like that, right? So it was more just being. What's that?
Chantel says they also need people to believe in them when they want help. Do you find that's an issue? Like, there's people out there asking for help, but maybe people don't believe that they want help, or they aren't getting the right services?
Yeah, that's true for sure.
Mm-hmm.
If you have that one person that gives you that hope, right, then it gives you something to fight for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of people are proud of the work that you're doing in the community. What's the Yo-mobile? So is this, walk us through the history and where it stands now. Is this ran by the risk takers?
It will be, yeah. We were kind of doing our own thing, like I said, this summer.
Yeah.
We were handing out meals every Friday. And then, what was it, in October, Mario showed up with the bus. And yeah, he's like, hey, come with me for the winter. So I was like, all right. And then he drove away. And he came back like 20 minutes later, and he's like, you come do this with me for the winter. And he's like, the bus is yours. I give you everything.
Wow.
So yeah,
just hands it over. Like Mario's got the heart of gold, and you know, we heard that there was a transaction, and really there is no transaction. It's Mario just being Mario, saying, "Here, Dan, keep doing what you're doing," and you know, the Yo-mobile is going to be, you know, is it going to be 24/7? I was told instead of
we were trying to go year round.
Is it year round?
Yeah, year round. So, but just basically the Fridays and Saturdays that the bus used to run, we'll be doing the same thing then, and trying to see if we can do it on other days as well. Like I said, I'm trying to get in touch with all the organizations here in town to see where there's holes and where we can help out and stuff. So
yeah, because right now the Yo-mobile was running on the weekends, but people cannot just eat 2 days a week. So
there's, like I said, there's other places also, right? Like the Salvation Army, I think, does it on Sundays. Tuesday, I think First Baptist Church hands out meals.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's excellent. But I love the idea that you're trying to extend it. Is there a lot of people using the Yo-mobile?
Yeah, we were getting about 250 people a weekend in the 2 nights. So from 6 till 9 we were open, so it's quite a few people. And
And besides, providing people with, hot meals, you've also you do a clothing drive. I seen you did something with winter coats, correct?
Yeah, well, we've been collecting clothing all winter and handing it out like every weekend at the bus. I would have my table set up outside with bins full of clothing. Yeah. Right now my storage unit's completely full, so I'm trying to make some room so I can get to my four-wheeler.
There you go. So if anyone's in need of some clothing, how would they make that? Would they contact you directly? Do you
Oh, they
have
can, yeah. If they're looking for certain things and we have it, we can definitely drop it off. But tomorrow we'll be down on Sterling, and we'll have it set up there to hand out some clothes as well. So.
And there's no judgment as if someone is in need of help. They just can show up and
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
you'll help
we
them
did
out.
it at the living space. What was it? Saturday or Friday? Can't remember. I think it was Friday. We had went to hand out the clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's when we found out that they had nothing set up for the weekend, so we had purchased pizza for Saturday. So.
Well, that brings me to my next question, Dan. You say pizza, it probably costs a lot of money to get this food, for the less fortunate each and every week. How do you go about donations? Do you have, businesses saying, hey, we're going to throw you, our extra pizzas this week? Do you accept donations? How do you do that?
Yeah, we accept donations for sure. We were doing it like when we had the bus as well. People would help out, buy Mr. Noodles, hot chocolate, stuff like that. We have a few things that we do to raise money. We sell shirts and stuff like that. We also have yoga that we do, and all the proceeds from that go towards feeding people as well. Yeah, it's just a lot of good people on my Facebook helping me out, and I'd like to get more businesses involved. I just got a letter done up, so I'll be going to hand those out. And we had a few. Kid Creek donated 10 turkeys, so
okay.
That's how we did our turkey dinner, and then we'll be planning probably a Soup for the Soul event there soon again. So excited for that.
So Lisa Picard's asking, what we were going to ask, like, so what's needed right now? Are there any particular items, food donations that the risk takers are looking for right now?
Yeah, any non-perishable food, we definitely help out. We also bring food to families and stuff, with COVID, sometimes the whole household gets, so there's no income for 2 weeks. Or when I get enough stuff, we go down to the low income housing as well and hand out bags of food there.
It's Mark and I, we did these 2 food drives, one in Thanksgiving and one at Christmas, and essentially, we collected either food items or gift cards for food, and then people who needed it came and picked it up right away, and we couldn't believe the amount of people that are in need in this community. Like, it was difficult to sleep. Like, the next few nights were like, how do we continue to help people? Like, what are they going to do the next day?
How it started with me as well too.
Yeah.
Like, after my first spaghetti dinner, I was just go back up towards the living space, and I was just walking around there when it was by City Hall, and just trying to figure out more ways to do it. And then that's when I found out they weren't getting meals, I think, on Friday and Saturday. So we started doing it every Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, now that I don't have the bus, we'll be going back to that. So
that bus makes a big difference for you moving forward. And again, Mario, handing off the baton, so to speak, it's this is going to do you wonders here in the city. And the bus, with gas prices, you probably take donations for gas cards to keep the bus running all winter and all year.
Food cards, anything like that. Yeah.
Lisa had a follow-up question. Do you need the clothing for children?
Oh yes, for sure. We take all the clothing.
So what is the best way, I guess, for folks to find out, what's needed or what services you're offering, or how do they get in touch with you? What's the best way to do that?
Like I said, I'm kind of just doing everything off my Facebook at the moment until I get a little help with getting up a page and stuff like that going for the 705 risk takers.
Okay, that's great. So they can connect with you on Facebook, and I see you have we had the 519 risk takers.
519.
Yeah, I seen brother Chad there.
Yeah.
Chad.
Yeah, I posted on our page for the risk takers, so we'll probably have people from all over the place watching.
Yeah, that is super. Well, you guys are doing amazing work. Like they need folks, people need help, and COVID made it worse, obviously. And,
yeah, COVID was making it impossible. Like even in the group, people had stopped doing stuff, and then when I did my spaghetti dinner, it kind of sparked everyone back up, and they've been going full force too. So it's amazing. We're having a Soup for the Soul event in Kingston where we're all getting together for that weekend from everyone around.
So you're physically traveling down for that event, and all the other risk takers would come to Timmins and help out with other events, or
Yeah, we'll try to get a few of them down here anyways for when we do the ceremony to hand the bus over. I'd like to have some of our guys present and Mario's crew as well.
You got the 416 here, the 709. Okay, Mark, what area code 709? I know
709. You know what? I don't know. I'm going to say that's one of the new GTA ones. No?
You know what it is, right, Dan?
Is 709 in around Thunder Bay?
I think it's Newfoundland, right?
Is it Newfoundland?
A Newfoundland risk takers. And again, the risk takers are worldwide, right? So it could be coming in from anywhere. Not necessarily just Canada. And there's Joanne, what'd you say? Jay Tucker. Go back to Joanne's comment there. Jay Tucker, but the more people hear about it, the more we can help out, I guess.
So, someone had commented, the risk takers are not really about bragging that they help people. They just go about and help people.
Yeah, we're just trying to get the word out what we're doing, right? It's not of a throw it in your face type thing. It's just that's how you get people to help out.
709 is Newfoundland.
So the Newfoundland risk takers are tuning in.
Yeah. So for our community, and I assume the other communities have their own leadership group. For our 705 group, they can contact you directly through Facebook. Say, hey, Dan, what's needed or what's coming up? What can we provide? And I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, once I get my page up and going, I will push it a little further.
By all means, give us the details, Dan, and we can always pass along the message to you, to everybody through our show. And of course, Lisa Picard there. She's a great contact. She and her crew work for the Red Cross here in the city. So
there you go.
A great contact right there.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I said. Like, I'd like to team up with more people and get everyone on board. Like, you can help out a lot more people when more people get together, right? Yeah. Like, I help out with the food bank, with their deliveries and stuff, and they help me with donations as well to help people out. So it's cool.
Stevie's saying, I had family and friends that were in the same situation, right? Everyone either has gone through it personally or knows someone that's struggling. And, before COVID and especially with COVID. And the one message, Mark and I always mention on this show is that we understand it can be embarrassing to ask for help, but there's no shame in it. I have asked for help many times in my life. Mark has asked for help many times in his life. I'm sure you've asked for help.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And there's no shame because it's not a perfect world. It's not a perfect life. There's going to be times in our life we need help. And, that's why the risk takers are around. And like I said, there's no judgment. People need food. People need assistance, need someone to talk to. That's what you're there for.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I like the bus too, because when we were doing the bus, it was kind of like a counseling session for us, right? Mm-hmm. Like, we'd be able to, even the people that were helping me on the bus, we all have problems, and it was all therapeutic for us as well. So getting people some out of their comfort zones, some people don't like leaving the house, so
yeah, exactly.
There was a lot of little things that I find it really helped out. So really excited to get it back up and going.
Big thank you to Shane Connors, Champ, for creating this amazing movement. So is he the founder of the Risk Takers?
Yeah, Champ is definitely the founder.
Champ, I like that. Yeah, okay. That is really awesome. You don't see too often people doing nice things that don't really want glory from it. Especially in the age of social media. You folks just go out there and help.
Yeah.
And if you make a post, you're just telling people, hey, if you need help, come here. But you're not really there for the selfies and the pictures and look what we've done. You're there to connect with people that, you can relate to. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That need it. And I think that's a tremendous thing you're doing for this community. And you folks do deserve we'll pat you on the back because I think you deserve it, even though I know you're saying don't do it. Now, you mentioned obviously, something a little bit lighter. Your merch is awesome. You got like this DMX style art. I really love that. So where can people purchase the shirts or the merch? And I'm sure that money goes back to providing assistance. Is that also contacting you directly for this?
Yeah, I have my merchandise that I'm selling. There's also stuff on the main page for the risk takers, mostly for members and stuff like that. But we've made up support shirts so anyone can wear them and show that they're there to help.
Well, look at this comment from Anthony there. Last year's risk takers gave over $75,000 worth of Christmas toys to local reservations in every area code. Absolutely amazing seeing, all these risk takers, coming in and chiming in with these amazing stories here tonight.
Yeah, it's great. That's why I love my family, man.
Yeah, wow. That's great. Some people don't have the families who we try to support. Yeah, I'm sure you've met a lot of individuals there, Dan, who they're out on their own. They don't have no one to talk to and no one to count on.
No.
Which makes it even more difficult.
Yeah, it does.
With spring eventually coming here, obviously the winter clothing is not in need, but can folks donate? I'm sure folks are still going to need some spring and summer wear shoes. Shoes is probably a big one.
Yeah, for sure. Like when we put the bins out, some nights we would go through 22 garbage bags and they'd all be gone by the end of the night.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So there's always someone in need of whatever it is, right?
So maybe a perfect time now that we're in the winter to spring, summer transition. Someone sees a gently used coat. Again, they don't have to be brand new. It can be as long as they're wearable.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, people who, do I think I was reading a post. Was it Riverside Laundry that does some of the laundry for you guys?
No, I think that was the Warriors that were doing that.
Yeah. Okay. Another great organization in the city. I was reading a post that Riverside Laundry, opened up their doors and, did a bunch of.
Yeah, when they were doing their coat drive this winter, I remember seeing that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's so many people in need. Have you found, I'm sure you've seen other stories where there's, someone's in a hurting time in their life and they start to make a rebound and then they start to come back and they volunteer for the risk takers and go and help others, like a pay it forward mentality. Do you see that?
Oh yeah, for sure. Actually, it's great. Couple people I was helping out maybe a year and a half ago with food and stuff like that. And now they're back on their feet and they're working and they've been donating quite a bit as well. So it's amazing to see that people aren't just taking and, when they're good, they're good. That's it. But they're giving back, which is amazing.
There's a comment from Anthony.
Yeah, he says, what I love about our brotherhood, a lot of us, been through family struggles. To see all of us tattooed up, etc., showing up to the women's shelters to help the women with their hygiene products, because no woman should have to choose between feeding their kids and a womanly, and between womanly products. And he's absolutely correct on that.
Yeah, and that's what made me change my thought process on that. And we did a feminine hygiene product drive, and I think we got, I think I almost filled my whole SUV with pads and tampons and stuff. So most of them I went out and bought personally because people were giving me the money. So that was the most pads and tampons I've ever bought in my life.
Yeah, there you go, right? Yeah, that's right.
When
that
a guy
must
shows up with a whole cart full at the grocery store, they're like,
yeah. Yeah, you're just scanning, taking like 45 minutes at Shoppers. I got 120 more to go. But you're right. Like those are the unselfish things that you do to help people. And
especially as men, we don't think about that because we don't have that problem, right? So when Champ had said that like a year ago on his live there, that's when I did the drive out here. So
he Chad says they fill their Jeep. It's awesome. It is really cool. Like, it's easy to focus on the negative things in the world, and if you're on social media like we all are, obviously we're on a live stream, but you can see the negativity everywhere. And I think the stories we should be celebrating are the positive things that have a good big time impact. And I think you folks, it may feel at times that nothing's being done. You hear that very often, but trust me, the work you guys are doing are making a big impact in the right direction. Something is being done, when we see it. It really is. And we think it's tremendous. And anything Mark and I can do to help either promote or even get our butts out there.
Well, we could come out and help on a soup drive or, a coat drive. If you need extra hands, our messages, our inboxes, always open for you guys at the Risk Takers.
All right, sounds good. When we do our next Soup for the Soul, we'll have you guys come out and hand out some soup with us then.
Yeah, don't let Mark cook it. He can't even make soup, Dad. Listen, you keep him away from the kids.
I do most of the cooking myself. So
there you go. Yeah, Mark goes. I'll put some salt. No, Kinsman, you just hand it out. Okay.
Just hand it out. Well, here, you'll save on a hairnet with Klomp coming in.
Me and him, eh? There you go.
Yeah, we got this. Hey, Kinsman, you're outdone by the bald people today. Okay.
Two balds against one hair. I'm starting to thin up top.
There. Yeah, that's why
I had to your extent there.
Oh, I love this. Our patch program is making a big impact. They earn their patches by staying sober and helping out in the communities. That is super cool. That is super awesome. So, right. It's like a recognition for the efforts that you put in.
Yeah.
I love that. I really love that. It must be really, heartwarming to see folks who've come from a big hole, a deep hole, and really starting to overcome it and then providing this back to people. That must be one of the most amazing things you can see.
Yeah, I was very happy and excited when I got my patch. So
yeah,
I got 9 years clean. So
geez, 9 years, tremendous.
Yeah,
congratulations.
And I was hooked on all the worst stuff too. So
and I'm sure, once again, I'm sure you talk to a lot of people that go, there's no way I'm going to overcome this. It's just too hard. There's so many things against me. Is that one of the most common things you hear? And what would you say to someone like that? I
just tell them what I overcame, right? Like I was hooked on crack, crystal meth, and opiates as well. I was using needles, everything. So like I was bad in there. And if I can kick those 3 habits, which are 3 of the worst, and come through it, it's possible that anyone else can too if they put their minds to it, right?
You're 1,000% right, and we can tell by the comments. That's why I keep looking down. We're getting all these comments of people that are either part of the Risk Takers and or are super proud of the work you're doing in our community. But Chad says it made me a better friend and a family member and a better man in general.
That's it. You probably see what you didn't have before, or pushing your friends and family, kids, everything away to fuel the addiction, and now seeing the other side of life and saying, you know what, look at all the years I've missed. It's now nice to put all the people that you put aside, back into the forefront of your life again.
Yeah, I think having grandkids too really, made me smarten up a lot more as well. So.
But once again, Mark and I can say that all day, but we haven't fought that battle. It's way different to say it than to fight the battle. So, there would be a big difference of you having a conversation with someone than Mark and I, because we've never done that struggle. We can give them all the cliches in the world, but you actually lived it. And you could say, hey, and I'm sure every day was not perfect. I'm sure there was many days where you had to climb the mountains, and you can say, well, this was a real tough day and this is sort of overcame it. Because I'm sure it wasn't just, exactly. I think that's really inspirational. Were you nervous once you started your recovery process to tell people this story, or were you like, no, this is a message I need to get out there?
I've never been like that, like being incarcerated, like I said, talking with program directors or anyone in the counseling stuff. I just always open book. I don't know. You're not going to get the proper help if you're lying, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
That's a good point.
You got to be upfront.
You're invited to the next barbershop yoga class fundraising. So
She's talking to us, Klomp.
Yeah.
well, let's do it. I don't know if anyone wants to see Kinsman or me in spandex, but we'll go. I don't know.
They're doing the downward dog.
No, you wear jogging pads, kids, but we'll go. What do we know when that is? Maybe we'll get.
Yeah, ask Kaylin when her availability date is. She picks the dates for it. That's the other fundraiser I was telling you guys about, barbershop yoga.
I like that. So really, if I read it right, it's yoga at a barbershop, right?
Yeah. It's funny how it happened because me and my friend Julie were talking about we wanted to do the yoga, and she's only got Mondays off, so the place was only available, I think, on Thursday where she does her classes, and we were just outside the club all at the same time at a comedy show, and Sabrina was there, the owner for 13 Ave Barbershop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and she was like, well, let's just use my barber thing. So I was like, barbershop yoga.
Barbershop quartets, why not, right?
So it was great, and I enjoy doing it. So
we should come out to the next one. When, if we get the date, Jamie and I will show up and maybe partake, not well, but we'll definitely be there.
It's all in fun. It's great.
Yeah, all fun now.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do a stretching well beforehand. Right. But yeah, I think that's super cool. Amazing work. It's just we really appreciate what the risk takers are doing. Just not in our community. Now we learned they're doing
worldwide.
Worldwide. And I think it's tremendous. You guys are taking a fight that needs to be fought, and you're helping people in a non-judgmental way. And I don't think it gets any more awesome than that, Dan.
Kicking ass.
Yeah, really kicking ass.
Kicking ass, taking names, and making sure that people go. The ones without are now, able to, provide, and they're able to pick up some of the essentials that everybody on the planet takes for granted. If someone's
really
struggling, they know that the risk takers. If it's a simple message through your Facebook page, now they've got the two-way connection. They can just message you and say, Dan, here's what's going on, and they can talk to you and have a private, and maybe you can steer them on the right path.
Amanda was asking if you accept baked goodies, maybe for the next soup event.
Oh yeah, for sure. Anyone can add me on Facebook as well, as long as it's a real profile. I'm just adding anyone because you never know who wants to help out. So I usually post it on my Facebook saying when our next event will be, and we get people to do baking and stuff like that. So yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. And, if you're looking at launching Risk Takers Facebook page in our community, you reach out to me because, Mark makes me do this all the time. So
there you go. That'd be great.
I can definitely, we can definitely help you out with it. Mark and I are on, that's what we do. So we can
set it up and overnight and launch a Risk Takers page for you.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
And shout out to the sisterhood. Yes.
The sisterhoods of the risk takers as well. Yes. As they say, no I in team, hundreds of thousands of risk takers out there giving back in their communities. It's great to see.
In London is April the 30th. Is that their?
Yeah, they're having a Soup for the Soul in London. Yeah, on the 30th.
Soup for the Soul for London.
Yeah, we had went to one just before the snow came. Me and my dad went up, and it's pretty cool actually. Me and my dad are doing things now we never did before. So
you got
he's my VP out here. He's my vice president.
Oh wow, okay, right. So you got a family connection going on here.
Yeah. My son's got his front tags, and my granddaughter does as well too. So
he's good. I think that's really cool. And you know what? And another thing is you and your dad are teaching a very good lesson to the younger generation. One, don't take things for granted. And if you're in a position to help someone. And if you can't afford it, being kind is free. Someone had mentioned that
Yeah,
earlier.
exactly. Like, you don't have to be donating money. Like, a lot of people say that, like, oh, I wish I could help out more. And I'm like, well, you've handed out posters or stuff like that. Like, it's all help in its own way. Like, it's not everybody has to give money or whatever.
Yeah.
Any
Just provide kindness, a smile, and
Exactly, yeah.
a smile and a handshake and a
goes a
hug.
long way.
Goes
Well,
miles, yeah.
you
As they say, you can never judge. You could be standing next to someone in line. You don't know what that person is battling next to you. That's why they always say you need to be kind no matter where you are.
So yes, Stevie's saying spreading the word helps.
Yeah.
We're having a community, we're having our community cleanup coming here. There could be items that are in good shape. Instead of throwing them out, people could use them if they're in good shape. There's plenty of things you could do. Spread the word about the Risk Takers
Sorry,
event.
someone messaged me.
Oh, it's all good, man. Mark and I are just blabbing like usual too much.
I can't hear you guys now.
Yeah. We'll let you figure that out. Maybe I think he just has to turn his audio back on.
Yeah, just his audio. Oh, now we can't hear you. Hang on here. There you are.
Yeah, someone called me, so I can't hear you guys.
Oh, that's all right. Can you hear us now? Or are we completely out? We're done anyway. Listen, Dan, it's all good, man. It's all good.
That's it. No, God. Well, you know what? If something's going to happen, technical wise, at the end is always good. And again, Dan Gloster, find him on the Risk Takers. There he is.
There you go.
Is he back? Can you hear us now, Dan?
Yeah, still no sound.
It's all good, but we appreciate Dan coming on. If you haven't heard about them before, please reach out to Dan and the Risk Takers, whether you're in this community.
I don't know if you guys can hear me or not.
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. I can't hear you guys at all.
It's
what happened.
Your
Someone
speakers are
messaged
probably
me on
set to a
Messenger,
default.
so I'll just say thank you very much for having me on. We'll talk again soon.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys at Barbershop Yoga. That's
Yes,
gonna
sir.
be awesome.
Buddy. All right, Dan.
By
take
the way,
care.
we'll go live on the Risk Takers
group
page for that. So
we will. We'll
all
get
right.
ready for
Thanks,
yoga.
Everyone.
Okay, take care.
Cheers, buddy.
How awesome is that, right?
What a super organization. Again, the Risk Takers worldwide, seeing them all chiming in from across Canada. The sisterhoods, the brotherhoods. It's nice to see because a lot of people run into Dan. What is the Risk Taker? What is that emblem on his coat? What is it that he does? Well, that's what he does. He does a bunch of awesomeness. And again, it's all of the Risk Takers out doing amazing things.
Well, you know what? And someone had made a pretty good comment earlier on. I wish I chatted about it more, but they said, talking to someone who's been through it can be more effective than talking to a physician. Someone who's been through the struggles can really tell the true story on how to find some success. And
when you're battling an addiction or you're trying to, stay clean, there's probably going to be triggers, maybe the red flags to stay away from, the people to be, associating with, as opposed to maybe you got to cut these people out of your lives. These people have been there. So again, they're gonna walk you through it. And again, there's Jay. Well, thank you, Jay, for what you do for showcasing our beautiful movement. And again, it is a beautiful movement. The Risk Takers, such a great organization, and organizations right across the country and around the world.
I did, Timmins Rock. We'll chat about the Rock in a second, but we always, we see Dan's post all the time, but I didn't realize how big this organization was. And I always think it was just something awesome. A few people local that are doing amazing.
Well, see, that's what I thought. I thought maybe it was Dan, coming up with this, but it's hundreds of other Risk Takers doing all this amazing work. And again, it's now the Risk Takers, and this is what they do. So, you know what? If you can lend a hand, a simple message to Dan saying, hey, I could be at your next soup kitchen. I've got, some old coats. Instead of going to, Value Village, why not throw them to, the Risk Takers?
Well, that's right.
They can definitely put them to good use. Yeah.
1,500 patch members in Canada.
Wow. Amazing.
Awesome.
Thanks, Anthony, for that comment.
Yeah,
Anthony's
super
doing
good.
that.
So we love to hear about all the work that they're doing, whether it's in our community or outside of our community. So always feel free to reach out to us, and we're definitely going to go to the yoga event, and we'll keep in touch with Dan to make sure we can go out and help, because it's more. There's one thing to say you're going to help, but then there's actually going to help. And
Barbershop yoga sounds pretty cool. And again, the soup for the soul's even better. I love the story about the Yomobile. Everybody knows Mario. Mario would give his shirt off his back to anybody. Now giving the Yomobile bus to Dan and the risk takers. And the one chat I was having with Dan before the show, I guess Mario's nickname, Yo, is going to stay on the bus. If they change the name, it'll be the Yo and Yo risk takers. But the Yo is still in the thoughts of good old Mario, who gave them the bus. Again, no transaction. Can you imagine? Like, that's how awesome Mario is. He's like, here are the keys. Continue doing some good and take this bus and use it.
Awesome work, pal. All right, time to thank our sponsors.
And V&M Renovations. If you've got a plan in place, a reno, you need new flooring, a new bathroom reno, check out their Facebook page. Check them out online. V&M Renovations, 705-372-3832. They are experienced general contractors, property manager, and restoration companies serving Northern Ontario. They do it all. In DAP Cleaning Solutions, Andrew N. They had such a successful spring cleaning event that they've extended it into the month of May. So if you didn't get a spring cleaning booking, you've got all the month of May to get in. And again, DAP Cleaning Solutions, cleaning service, carpet cleaner, janitorial service, stripping, waxing floors, windows, anything you need sanitized. Give Anna a call for free quotes, 705-465-3500 today. In your downtown Timmins BIA, if you're a business that wants to thrive in the downtown, you need events, you need some help, you need a hand, a leg up, you give the ladies and the gents at downtown Timmins BIA a call. And again, they've got a million events happening this summer, and we're going to be a part of a bunch of them. And we can't wait to be a part of the downtown Timmins BIA. Amazing folk there. And how about this? Hillbilly Customs. Custom slate, river tables, log end tables, coffee tables, dog beds, even walking sticks. Saw one of their videos this afternoon. They've got new coffee tables and some other amazing wood products for sale. So give them a call. And speaking of wood, they actually have firewood for the camping season. Load up hardwood. They've got the softwood, kindling, bag, bark, property clearing they do, lumber milling and slabs, Hillbilly Customs at yahoo.com. Also wanted to throw out that they do now cater eggs. They've got brand new hens on board. And yes, you can order eggs through Hillbilly Customs. And the 2022 playoffs, if you've been following, it's never easy getting those 4 wins in a best of 7 at our Timmins Rock. They had their back up against the wall, a slight kink in their armor. It was 2-1 headed into the game 4 today, and Timmins Rock, knowing they needed the win to tie the series, they got the job done in Hearst, tying the series with a 6-3 win. So that means game 5, if you are going to watch a Rock game, make sure it's tomorrow, 7:30 game time. Even Klomp's going to be there. Get your tickets, because guess what? Right now we're tied 2 games apiece. It's a best of 3. So the next win is very pivotal in this best of 7, and we are going to see that win tomorrow. I'm going to say it right here. The Rock are going to go up 3-2 after tomorrow's game 5.
I finally get to enjoy a game, Kinsman, on a non-work day. Can you believe it?
You can come hang out with me and do the PA.
No, I'm just gonna try. I'm gonna haze you from the background.
You're gonna sit like your son sat behind me the last game. There he was throwing spitballs at me.
Yeah. He said, I'm gonna try and distract Mark. He told me, I'm like, go for it. It'll be good.
That's it.
But you never got distracted, so
he was good. But no, it's if you're gonna pack them back, this is the game to do it. They always say, here's the cliche that I love. The 6th player on the ice is the fans. So we need to have more fans than Hearst, because we know Hearst is going to put a busload down for tomorrow's game. So let's get those tickets. And how about this? Albert Sports and Workwear, Chantel, wanted to congratulate our winner. Remember Shelby Lynn? She won the gas. Got a message from Shelby that she filled up her tank, headed into the weekend. Up to $250 provided by Chantel and Alberts. And look at this, the Carhartt hoodies. The ladies' hoodies are in just in time for Mother's Day. So those would make a great gift. 705-264-8189, or you can see them in person, 822 Riverside Drive in Timmins. And Boost your Boost in action. And this is with Link North, 50% funding contributions toward eligible project costs. Amazing work that they do. If you want to follow some of the amazing work, again, Jessica West and Trezor Kombucha, just one of the amazing success stories through linknorth.ca. And that's what Jessica did. She went to that link, filled out the questionnaire in about 15 minutes, and is now, proof in the pudding of the Boost in Action program. Access to banking consultants, business productivity assessments, new market development and exporting initiatives, information technologies, prototype demonstrations, certifications, and or testing. And again, linknorth.ca is the website.
Before you go on, Mark, Susan said missed it. Wanted to see the interview with Dan. Darn. So what I can tell you is that once the show's done, you can watch the replay immediately, Susan. And it was
right.
Dan was amazing, and everyone else involved with the risk takers that commented. Very cool.
He was awesome. And again, any show that you miss, and here's the thing. Someone said, well, if I comment, you're not going to get a notification. But really, in real time, even after the show, it's timestamps your comments. So we'll always get notifications, and we will answer our questions, obviously not live, but we'll still answer the questions. Yeah. And anybody who ever had a comment on the show.
We do. So you'll see it pop up. Once the show's done, it takes about a minute or two for Facebook to process it, but it will be there if you can see it.
It will. And how about
back to work, Kidsman.
Mango Delight, 194 3rd Avenue, Timmins. If you're looking for the best Indian cuisine on the planet, that is the corner, Cedar and 3rd, and they're open 11 a.m. till 2 and 4 to 9. Go see Darshan and his crew, 705-531-5315, and you can dine in or take out. And again, the Mango Delight dessert, if you're looking for something very awesome, make sure you get that. And if you're looking for a starter dish, their main go-to dish that is amazing. We had it, and you're going to have a lot of leftovers, the chicken korma. And how about this? The official back of head models for Better Days. And this new brew is with Full Beer Brewing. And again, they just launched this last week. Doing very well. And if you want to try the new American Light Lager at Full Beard, 3.5%, you can get yourself in and order yours today.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And how about this? Plant-based Marché, the dream team, always dreaming of ways to, raise the bar. I'm going to say these ladies raise the bar every single day. Roxy, there's Carly, and Sophie, the dream team. And look at that. They now cater Plant-based Marché, now providing healthy meals for small events, soups, salads, wraps, desserts, muffins, even breakfast sandwiches, and Buddha bowls are just a few of the many possibilities. You just write to them today at info@plantbasedmarche.com, and they can cater your next little function. Again, they're located 175 3rd Avenue in Timmins. And how about this? A new sponsor added as of today, our good old friends at the Porcupine Dante Club, as they wanted to get us to get the word out that their 42nd annual Calabrese Night is coming back. They haven't had it in 2 years because of COVID, but it is back May 14th at the Dante Club. Cocktails will be at 5, dinner will be at 6. Tickets for the members are $70, tickets for the non-members $90. And again, this is one of their biggest fundraisers of the year, and tickets on sale May 2nd. Mark it off. Tickets will go fast at 6:30, and they're going to sell those from the lounge.
When we were talking with the people from the Dante Club, I said, how many times I've went there for lunch and fell asleep after work?
Well, here's my story about the Dante Club. My first ever encounter with their 5-course meals, and I found this out after my first ever attempt there. I loaded up on the first dish, and someone said, "Hey, you got to pace yourself." I said, "Why?" I'm having their pasta. Well, there's 4 more courses to go. So again, a great event to take part in. In Jackpot City, Trudy Prue loving the new digs. We're loving the new renos. And again, everybody loves indoor bingo. I don't think they've had a non-sellout since they started indoor bingo. It's back. And again, if you haven't seen the renos, go check out our Facebook page. Go in there and play bingo. And good luck. Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays at 6:45. And then they're open on Saturday and Sundays at 12:45. And they also have a Catch the Ace event happening at Jackpot City. So another chance to win some good loot with Trudy Prue and Jackpot City Gaming. And the Walk for Alzheimer's. We are going to be a part of this. This is going to be a chance for you to take part, be the top individual fundraiser. You can raise $2,400 or more, be entered into a draw for a second iPad. They're giving away some iPads, which is nice. 2,400 is the number of people living in our area with a diagnosis of Alzheimer's disease. And again, you can register online, walkforalzheimers.ca, or call them up, 705-268-4554. And they also have the duck race coming up June 4th. You and I are going to be there. And may the best duck win, because really there's no skill. You just buy a duck and you hope yours floats across first.
There we go, pal. All right. Yeah, pretty awesome. We're going to be involved with a lot of events with the Alzheimer's Society, and looking forward to that.
Hey, you know what we forgot to mention? I just wanted to wish a very happy birthday, 38th birthday. Cape Breton's amateur weatherman, Frankie McDonald is celebrating his birthday today.
Oh, yeah, Frankie's 38. We love
38.
Frankie. I chat with him all the time. He sends me these very cool pictures of where he's at and what he's doing.
Well, he got his hair cut because he knew it was his birthday coming up. And I just wanted to pass along, if you're following Frankie, he's actually launched his own online store at frankiesstore.ca. And we're happy to assist Frankie with his venture. So we thought we'd pass it along. Every purchase directly supports Frankie and his weather, his weather. Puts the blinders on and keeps them giving us these great updates.
That's right, Kinsman. He's an awesome dude, that Frankie McDonald. Scotty says he wished him a happy birthday. So happy birthday, Frankie.
Happy birthday, Frankie McDonald.
All right. So was it better with my son starting the show? Be honest.
Well, you couldn't mess up the name. It's still Kins and Klomp, right?
Yeah, right.
Kins and who? Which Klomp?
Yeah. Kids and Klomp. I'm just happy he didn't curse.
No. He's got the sailor mouth out of the Klomps.
Well, it's these video kids these days, in their video games.
He's got to be cool, right? He's got to be on the cool side for Kids and Klomp Live.
Yeah, there we are, pal. All right, so yes, is Aiden taking over there for you? Well, Austin first, probably Aiden later, and then the other Klomp was entertaining. Oh, I was going to walk the dogs too. Is it really? That's raining.
Yeah. We're under. Frankie's weather. He actually said there was hail. I don't know if we had the hail. We had a bit of hail yesterday, but yeah, a lot of rain. Might actually see a thunderstorm tonight.
All right, Kinsman.
There's no in between, as they say. It will wake up and then boom, springs there. We're complaining about mosquitoes, but there's no happy medium. It's like crap weather last week, and now we're into thunderstorms and 18s and double digits again.
All right, big game for the Rock tomorrow. Big game.
Game 5, and I say this: the 6th person on the ice for the Rock is in the stands. All right, so if you haven't been to a game, this is the game to pack that Mac. We had it was like 1,200 people there the last game. Jackpot for the 50-50, by the way, was $3,000. So bring a few toonies for that. Even the Chukka Puck was $254. So a chance to win some loot. And, of course, cheer our boys on because, when you're tied 2 games apiece, you never want to go into Game 6, which is going to be at Hearst on Wednesday, down 3-2.
Right. And you're a specialist in losing, as what fan, right?
Oh, come on, my Leafs. Yeah, now I'm starting to come up with the excuses here. They've played some bad hockey in the past game. Here's my excuse. They're getting their bad games out before the playoffs.
Oh, really? Okay. I hear this every year with the Leaf fans. All right, pal. You have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow night at the Rock game.
You got her, buddy. Go Rock.
Esta canción te la dedico a ti, la que siempre está junto a mí. En las buenas y las malas, siempre bella y fiel eres tú. Desde el momento en que te conocí, sentí algo que nunca antes sentí. Contigo lo tengo todo, reina de mi castillo eres tú. Yeah. Me levantaste cuando estaba en el suelo, tuviste fe cuando nadie en mí creía. Bebé, tú eres la mujer maravilla, prometo ser tu Superman por toda tu vida. Tu sonrisa me inspira, cuando me tocas todo se me olvida. Tus labios me sanan las heridas, dueña de mi corazón, la que todo lo cambió. Una flor en el desierto y como lluvia bajo el sol. Dueña de mi corazón, contigo todo es mejor. Me calmas las tormentas con la magia de tu amor. Quiero protegerte, ser tu escudo. Quiero regalarte las estrellas. Quiero hacerte feliz, te lo juro. Quiero amanecer junto a ti hasta que yo me muera. Contigo todo es más divertido. Se van las horas sin darme cuenta. Eres como el aire que respiro. Dueña de mi corazón, la que todo lo cambió. Una flor en el desierto y como lluvia bajo el sol. Dueña de mi corazón, contigo todo es mejor. Me calmas las tormentas con la magia de tu amor. Esta canción te la dedico a ti, la que siempre está junto a mí. En las buenas y las malas, siempre bella y fiel eres tú. Desde el momento en que te conocí, sentí algo que nunca antes sentí. Contigo lo tengo todo, reina de mi castillo eres tú. Dueña de mi corazón, la que todo lo cambió. Una flor en el desierto y como lluvia bajo el sol. Dueña de mi corazón, contigo todo es mejor. Me calmas las tormentas con la magia de tu amor. Me calmas las tormentas con la magia de tu amor. Dueña de mi corazón, esta canción te la dedico a ti, la que siempre está junto a mí. Dueña de mi corazón.